Hi students, my name is Hitesh Nagarasheth. I am from Manara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 9th standard, that is identities and loss of exponents in real numbers. So let us move on to the next topic, the last topic in this number system, that is rationalize the denominator. So here I have to rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. Yes, just observe this word here, rationalize the denominator. Denominator is always known term it is, because the denominator means the lower part of the fraction. So upper part is the numerator and lower part is the denominator. We already learned that. So here we say that the rationalize the denominator. Rationalize. So that means we already learned that rational numbers. What is the rational number? Rational number is the number which are in the form of p by q. P and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. So just observe the word here, sentence here. Rational number is the numbers in the form of p by q. P and q are integers. P and q are integers. Q is not equal to 0. It is okay. So P and Q are integers. That means whether it is positive integer or negative integer. It is not 0. It's only positive integer or negative integer. So, but how can we say that the denominator is not in the form of positive integer or negative integer? When in the denominator a irrational number comes, that means root 2, root 3, root 5. So like terms are coming in the denominator or taking the denominator, then we have to rationalize that denominator. So because the rational number is in the form of p by q, p and q are integers. We already learned that. So we have to rationalize that denominator. The process of that rationalize the denominator we have to study in this class. So dear students, in this class we have to discuss about rationalize the denominator. But firstly I take some of the example. After that I will tell you how to do this problem. So firstly I will take 1 by root 2. So here, let us see here, root 2 is a rational number. We already learned that root 2 is a rational number which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. So, we have to rationalize. That means we have to rationalize means, so in the denominator we have to take any integers here. So, from the any operations. So operations means we have to take some addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. We have to take here. So with the help of that addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, so we have to make that denominator is rationalized. So how can we take? So just observe here. So root 2. So we have to take it in a rationalized form. We have to take it in an integer form. What you have to do? So just multiply with another root 2. What you get? Root 2 whole square. So that means after that root 2 whole square means it is only 2. So that means we have to multiply root 2 with the denominator. But what about the original number? If I am just multiply with the denominator, the whole number or whole this number is vanishes that value. So the value of this number is disturbed. So what we have to do? So here we have to multiply and divide. So multiply the numerator and the denominator. The whole number we have to multiply and divide with the root 2. So then after the value of the number is not disturbed, and after that we have to rationalize that denominator. So that means what we have to do is multiply and divide numerator and denominator denominator with root 2 here. So multiply and divide numerator and the denominator with only root 2 here. So what you have to do? Firstly 1 by root 2. So multiply and divide numerator and denominator with the value of root 2. So after that we have to operate multiplication. That is 1 into root 2 is equal to root 2 divided by, then root 2 into root 2, it's root 2 square is equal to, then what you have to take? So here root 2 remains as it is and root 2 whole square means it's a value 2 here. So it can be expressed in the form of root 2. Root 2 means we have to write it in the form of 2 raised to 1 by 2 whole raised to 2. So it is in the root 2 form, 2 raised to 1 by 2. So here we have to take one of the algebraic identity that is x raised to m whole raised to n is equal to x raised to m into n. So we can take it. That is square root 2 divided by 2 raised to 1 by 2 into 2. So 2 getting cancelled. 2 raised to 1, that is square root 2 by 2 is the answer. So this is the answer for 1 by root 2. The value of the number does not disturb here. Here we have to rationalize that number. That means we have to rationalize that denominator. So here it's in the form of 2. So that means 2 is a positive integer. So that means we already rationalized that number here. So let us move on to the next example. Yes, here I will take 3 by 5 root 7. So here it's another number. So the denominator is a irrational number because root 7 is an irrational number which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. So what we have to do here? Here 5 root 7 is there. So it is no need of just multiply and divide by 5 root 7. So just we have to multiply and divide it by root 7. That is multiply and divide root 7. So what we have here? 3 by 5 root 7. Here we have to multiply with root 7 divided by root 7. The value of the number does not disturb here. So after that we have to multiply. 3 into root 7 divided by 5 root 7 into root 7. That means 5 into root 7 whole square. So we already learned that root 7 can be written in a form of 7 raised to 1 by 2 whole raised to 2. So x raised to m whole raised to n is equal to x raised to m into n. So m into n means 1 by 2 into 2 means it will cancel the 2 in the numerator and the denominator. Then it will remain only 1. So that means, so what we get here, 3 root 7 divided by 5 into 7 is equal to 3 root 7 divided by 35 is the answer. So it is the answer for 3 by 5 root 7. The value of the equation, the value of the number does not disturb. So let us move on to the next example. Yes, the next example is 1 by root 2 plus root 3. It is quite different number here. So there is only one term. So multiplication of 2 term or division. So multiplication of 2 term or only one term. But here addition of two irrational number, addition subtraction of two irrational number, it is taken here. So here what we have to do is we have to take the conjugate. So we already learned one of the algebraic identity learned in the last classes, that is root a plus root b into square root a minus square root b is equal to a minus b. So let us observe here. So it's in the form of a minus b. So that means I hope this is a integer. So it's in the form of integer. So that means here the denominator is in the form of root a plus root b. So we have to multiply with the root a minus root b. So that means we have to take the conjugate. So that means root a minus root b is the conjugate of root a plus root b. So that means we have to multiply and divide with the conjugate of root 2 plus root 3. So then what is the conjugate of root 2 plus root 3? It's a root 2 minus root 3. So that means here we have to multiply and divide with the conjugate of the denominator. Yes. Then what is the conjugate of the denominator? Is root 2 plus root 3 is there. So the conjugate of the denominator root 2 plus root 3 is root 2 minus root 3. So that means 1 by root 2 plus root 3 is equal to, so we can multiply this. So root 2 minus root 3 divided by root 2 minus root 3. So the value of the number does not disturb here. So then we have to multiply it. So that means root 2 minus root 3 into 1. So that means root 2 minus root 3 remain as it is. So here we have to use the formula. So root a plus root b into root a minus root b is equal to a minus b. So root 2 plus root 3, firstly I will write this one. Root 2 plus root 3 into root 2 minus root 3. Yes. So then we have to find the answer. So firstly I will write the numerator root 2 minus root 3 divided by, so it's in the form of root a plus root b into root a minus root b. The value answer of this is a minus b here. So what is the value of a here? 2. Then what is the value of b here? 3. So minus 3. So what we have? Root 2 minus root 3 divided by minus 1. So it can be written as a, so when the denominator is minus 1, it will taken to the numerator. So then what we have? So it can be written as root 3 minus root 2. So because when the minus 1 is divided to this equation, so minus root 3 becomes plus and plus root 2 becomes minus. The answer of this is root 3 minus root 2. That is the answer of this equation, this number is root 3 minus root 2. So this is the answer here. So let us move on to the next example. It is 3 divided by 4 plus 5 root 2. Yes. So this is the another example. Here the denominator is in the form of irrational number. So it is root 2 is a irrational number, but the 4 is rational number. We already learned that. So here also we have to multiply and divide with the conjugate. It means multiply and divide with the conjugate of the denominator. denominator. Yes, what is the conjugate of the denominator? It's a 4 plus 5 root 2. That means the conjugate of the denominator is just taking the minus sign here. So that means 4 minus 5 root 2 is the conjugate of the denominator. So let us multiply 4 plus 5 root 2 into, so we have to multiply and divide with 4 minus 5 root 2 divided by 4 minus 5 root 2. So is equal to, we have to multiply this. So this is the only single number and this is the two number. We have to multiply 3 into 4 minus 5 root 2 divided by 4 plus 5 root 2 into 4 minus 5 root 2. So that means 4 plus 5 root 2 into 4 minus 5 root 2. Yes, then we have to take the multiplication. Here we have to multiply 3 with 4 minus 5 root 2. 3 into 4 is 12 minus 3 into 5 15 root 2 divided by 4 plus 5 root 2, 4 minus 5 root 2. It is a plus b into a minus b. So that means it's a square minus b square. It is 4 square minus b is equal to 5 root 2. 5 root 2 whole square. So then we have to simplify. That is 12 minus 15 root 2. 12 minus 15 root 2 divided by 4 square is 16. So 5 square into root 2 square. So here it is in the form of ab raised to m. So it means a raised to m into b raised to m. So likewise, square root of ab is equal to square root a into square root b. Likewise, we have to take a into b whole raised to m is equal to a raised to m into b raised to m. That is 5 square into root 2 square. 5 square is 25 into root 2 square is 2. So let us, we have to simplify this one. 12 minus 15 root 2 divided by 16 minus 50. 16 minus 50 means minus 34. Minus 34. The answer of this number is 12 minus 15 root 2 divided by minus 34. It is, so after that we rationalize that denominator. The denominator part becomes minus 34 here. So when we are multiply and divide with the conjugate of the denominator. So this is the easy part of this chapter. So looking like very easy. So when we are neglecting some of the signs, when we are neglecting some of the numbers, so it is very difficult like that. So the answer is wrong. We lost the marks here. So let us aware of all the signs and the numbers here. So let us conclude this part here. Those who are watching this video first time, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you one and all. Be safe and stay home. Thank you.